I have proof. Shen Yu drops bombshell evidence against Dylan Wang live on camera. The entertainment world stood still last night as Shen Yu, the beloved actress known for her sweet image and powerful acting, went live on Weibo in a moment that has since been called the most shocking broadcast in Chinese entertainment history. In a move no one expected, Shen Yu not only addressed the swirling rumors about her fallout with Dylan Wang, she confirmed them and backed every word with real evidence. I stayed quiet for too long, Shen Yu said calmly, holding back visible emotion. But now, I'm going to speak the truth. And yes, I have proof. What followed was a devastating unraveling of trust, betrayal, manipulation, and heartbreak, all streamed to over 48 million viewers in real time. The build-up, rumors turned to fury. For weeks, fans noticed something was off. Shen Yu and Dylan Wang, once known for their unmatched chemistry both on and off-screen, were no longer interacting publicly. Projects they had once been rumored to be cast in together were quietly dropped. Paparazzi who once snapped them having dinner or walking out of studios at odd hours had nothing new to report. But nothing could have prepared anyone for what Shen Yu revealed. The live stream that shook an industry. The stream began unassumingly, Shen Yu, makeup-free, seated at her home, wearing a plain white sweatshirt. Her tone was soft, but her eyes were unwavering. "This isn't for attention. This isn't about revenge," she began. "This is for the people who believed in something that wasn't real and the people who got hurt because of it." She took a deep breath. "This is about Dylan Wang." The bombshells, one after another. 1. A secret relationship. Shen Yu confirmed what many fans had long suspected. She and Dylan Wang had been in a secret romantic relationship for over 3 years. "It started during our promotions for Meteor Garden. We didn't mean for it to happen. But it did. And for a while, it was beautiful." But she claimed Dylan insisted on keeping it hidden, warning her that if it became public, his brand would suffer. "I accepted it because I loved him. I kept us a secret from the world, my friends, even my own family." 2. Manipulation and gaslighting. Shen Yu then revealed that behind closed doors, Dylan Wang was emotionally manipulative, often isolating her, controlling who she spoke to, and even forcing her to decline roles that involved kissing or emotional scenes with other actors. "He would read my scripts and say, 'You don't need to do this scene. Let someone else touch you.' And I would listen. I stopped being an actress for a while. I became his shadow." The voice recordings. Then came the moment that sent the internet into meltdown. "People will say I'm making this up. So here." She pulled out her phone, opened her files, and played a recording. The voice, unmistakably Dylan Wang's, could be heard saying, "You're lucky I even acknowledge you. Without me, no one would care about you. You know I can ruin your career if you step out of line." Shen Yu paused the clip. "This is who I was dealing with. 4 years. The turning point, another woman." In perhaps the most heartbreaking part of the live, Shen Yu revealed that she found out Dylan Wang had secretly been seeing another woman, a non-celebrity, for nearly a year. "She didn't know about me either. When I reached out to her, she cried." Shen Yu then showed screenshots of text exchanges between Dylan and the other woman, romantic messages, photos, even screenshots of hotel bookings. "I wanted to disappear," Shen Yu said through tears. "But I decided instead to speak." Fan reaction, shock, rage, and support. Within minutes, social media exploded. Fans who had shipped them for years were devastated. But the majority stood firmly behind Shen Yu. We stand with Shen Yu. Dylan Wang exposed. Shen Yu deserves better. These hashtags dominated platforms like Weibo, Twitter, and TikTok. Fans reposted the livestream, translated it into multiple languages, and even flooded Dylan Wang's latest posts with comments demanding an apology. Industry responses pour in. Celebrities, producers, and even major Korean and Chinese agencies began to weigh in. Yang Zi wrote, "Your strength will heal others who are suffering in silence. I am proud of you." Zhao Luzi reposted the stream with the caption, "Silence protects no one. Speak, even if your voice shakes." Shu Kai, Shen Yu's former co-star, commented, "You are not alone. You never were." Several brands that recently partnered with Dylan Wang have now reportedly paused or cancelled their contracts with him, pending further investigation. Dylan Wang's team responds, but it's too late. Hours after the livestream ended, Dylan Wang's agency issued a cold, vague statement. We are aware of recent personal statements made by Ms. Shen Yu. Mr. Dylan Wang strongly denies any abuse or wrongdoing. We ask the public to refrain from judgment until the full truth is revealed. The response did not go over well. So you're not even denying the voice recordings? That's not a statement, that's a cover-up. You stayed silent too long. Now stay out of our hearts. Those were just a few of the top comments under the post. Where things stand now. As of this morning, Shen Yu has not released another comment, but her final words on the livestream linger with power. I don't know if I'll ever act again. But I do know this, I found my voice tonight. And I will never, ever lose it again. She ended the stream with a small, tired smile, looked directly into the camera, and whispered. To every girl who's been silenced, speak. Even if it ruins everything. Because what's left after the silence is finally peace. Dylan Wang's future is uncertain. Major projects are rumored to be pulling out. Fan pages are closing down. Some of his own followers are turning against him, saying, we believed in someone who didn't exist. Meanwhile, Shen Yu's name is being written with admiration, love, and respect across every corner of the internet. She may have lost years to silence. But now, she has gained something more powerful than fame, her truth and the world behind her. The return of grace, Shen Yu's quiet comeback leaves the world in awe. 2 months ago, Shen Yu broke the silence that nearly destroyed her. She faced millions on a livestream, trembling but unbroken, and said, I have proof. What followed was a tidal wave of truth, of heartbreak, and of liberation. The entertainment world shifted. Dylan Wang fell from grace. And Shen Yu disappeared. But now, after weeks of stillness, she's back, not with a press tour, not with vengeance, not even with fanfare. She returned with silence, humility, and a calm power the world didn't know she had. And somehow, that made her louder than ever. A single photo that said everything. It began with a single photo. No caption. No announcement. Just Shen Yu standing at the edge of a rocky cliff in Jeju Island, dressed in an oversized sweater, eyes closed, wind in her hair. The photo was posted at 3:27 a.m. Within minutes, Shen Yu returns was trending in 18 countries. She looks free. She looks lighter. She looks like a woman who finally knows peace. It wasn't a comeback. It was a resurrection. The project nobody saw coming. 3 days later, her agency quietly announced that Shen Yu had signed onto an indie film, a low-budget, deeply emotional project titled Stillness After the Storm. Directed by a female filmmaker known for raw storytelling, the movie centers on a woman escaping an emotionally abusive relationship and rediscovering herself through solitude, art, and ocean swimming. It's not fiction, a source close to the production whispered. It's her story, in a different body. Shen Yu reportedly refused a script. Instead, she asked the director to give me silence, and I'll fill in the rest. No interviews. No appearances. Just art. Despite dozens of outlets offering exclusive interviews and cover stories, Shen Yu turned everyone down. She's not doing this for validation, her manager explained. She's doing this for healing. Her refusal to capitalize on the scandal, even when it dominated international headlines, has earned her a level of respect no PR campaign could manufacture. She's not a victim. She's a survivor. And now, an artist, said fellow actress Ju Dongyu. The day she returned to set. It was a quiet Monday morning. No paparazzi. No makeup crew. Just a handheld camera and a skeleton team on a beach in Busan. When Shen Yu stepped onto the sand, barefoot, wearing a linen dress, the crew reportedly stood still in silence. She didn't say anything, said a lighting technician. She just walked into the ocean, waist deep, and stood there. It was the first shot. We used it. A message written, not spoken. 2 weeks later, Shen Yu updated her Weibo bio. No status, no post, just these 6 words. I made it. I am free. The post received over 9 million likes in 24 hours. Fans flooded the comments with praise. Your silence is louder than his screaming. You didn't need revenge. You just needed to return. This is how a queen rises, gently, without explanation. Brands and producers beg to work with her again. Major fashion houses, film studios, and advocacy organizations have since reached out, hoping to collaborate with Shen Yu. But her team is selective. She reportedly turned down 3 major dramas, 1 international Netflix series, and 2 brand campaigns, all within the span of a week. She wants to create, not perform, her agency said. A foundation built from her pain. In an unexpected move, Shen Yu quietly launched a non-profit organization named the Proof Project. The foundation will offer legal aid for young women in the entertainment industry experiencing abuse, mental health counseling, grants for women-led indie film productions, digital protection workshops. She has funded the project herself, using her own savings. This isn't for fame, she wrote in a private email to supporters. It's for the girls who think they're alone. I thought I was. I wasn't. And neither are they. A redemption story without vengeance. While Dylan Wang continues to face career fallout, several sponsors have now dropped him, and his roles are being recast. Shen Yu has not once mentioned his name again. Not in interviews. Not in her posts. Not even in passing. Instead, she focuses only on her art, her peace, and her purpose. She didn't climb back up to destroy him, one fan said. She climbed out to rescue herself. A world watching in silence and awe. As the first trailer for Stillness After the Storm drops next month, the buzz is already electric. The opening shot, Shen Yu sitting alone on a darkened stage, a single spotlight glowing down on her, tears in her eyes, and lips pressed shut, has already been called Oscar-worthy by early viewers. The message is clear. She may not speak. She may not explain. But she has something better. She has survived. She has returned. And now she creates.